welcome to the Peddling Princess Podium. I'm your host, John Rodelli. And today, this is a special for Blog Action Day. Now, Blog Action Day is basically an event which is held on the 15th, or in this case, the 16th of October this year, where everyone who has a blog is asked to write on a particular topic. This year's topic is food, something that I know a fair amount about. Well, eating it's more than cooking it. That having been said, as far as food goes, I'm not that hard to please, all things considered. I mean, I do like good food, but I'm one of those kind of people that if the food is good, I can eat the same meal every single day for extended periods of time. However, the one I want to talk about today, food-wise, is how lucky I have been to find my girlfriend, Marie Stewart. Now, I'm not one of these guys that thinks that the woman's place is in the kitchen, that kind of crap. But I do think that in any relationship, it doesn't hurt to have one person, whether it be the man or the woman, who knows how to cook. And in my case, I can cook to a point, but it's kind of on the bland side. But I have never had a bland meal from this woman. In particular, if you're a fan of liver and onions, not everyone is, but I am, she makes the best liver and onions I've ever had in my entire life anywhere. Whether you're talking restaurant or something that I made, something someone else made, it is the best liver and onions on the planet. And as soon as I had her food the very first time, I knew her for 5 years, never tasted her cookings, and when we first got together, I still hadn't tasted her cooking. So honestly, it had nothing to do with my decision to be with her. I didn't even know she could cook until the first time she actually did. What I'd like to say right now is, I know that Marie sometimes is tired, she doesn't really feel like cooking, and really she doesn't have to cook for me. If necessary, I've been getting food of my own for many years. It's not always all that exciting. I go out for something or I make something simple, so I can. But she still makes the effort to cook for me, sometimes even when she doesn't want to. And I just want to say in public and for the record how much I appreciate that. Just this morning she made this wonderful breakfast for me. Now she makes another thing that she makes is really good are eggs. Eggs and bacon, one of my favorite breakfasts. But I've never had eggs and bacon, not even made by my grandmother or at a restaurant, that didn't require at least salt and pepper. I just thought that was what you need on eggs. Not the way she makes them. I don't have to put a thing on them. Now, she uses this garlic spice on the eggs, and, that seems like a simple thing, but there's a certain knack to putting the spice in at the right time. And she gets it in there just late enough that it doesn't cook the spice, but early enough that it goes right through the egg. It's,
like I said, I love cooking. Because I basically took it from my grandmother and my mother. I'm very good at making different casseroles, and I'm not much for baking. Maybe a cake here and there once in a while.
Where did you learn to make your liver and onions?
I think I just basically learned that one on my own. I get different recipes for liver and onions. Most people do. You can bake it, roll it in flour, or roll in vinegar. Yeah, soak it in vinegar. Pork chops, yeah, and get different recipes for pork chops. Like I said, my chicken and stuffing turkeys and hamburger. I can do a lot of different things with hamburger. Like I said, once again, my casserole dishes. I like making goulash. Goulash is like even leftovers the next day. You whip that up in the pan or a pot or whatever, It's delicious. Anything left over. I'm not much of a fish person. I like fish. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat it if it's,
If somebody puts it in front of you.
Yeah, if it's done right,
Mm-hmm.
But for myself to make it.
Besides being such a good cook, she's also great at, bringing the things I love. I love buckwheat pancakes, my favorite pancakes in the world, but I've had them when I was a kid. You can't get them at supermarkets anymore, but we found out that they were available at the Bulk Barn, and we got some of that. So she also makes me pancakes in the morning. And like I say, I have never seen anything like this woman for actually just giving her a bunch of stuff, random vegetables and meat, and she somehow makes something delicious out of it. And she doesn't even know what it's called. I'll ask her, what do you call this? And she says, it's food. And, well, yeah, it's food. And that's one of the strange things. Usually, if you get something from someone you don't know what it is, it usually means not so good. Not in her case. I have never, ever had a bad meal from this woman. And I just feel that I'm very lucky to have that. There is some food that I can no longer have that I do miss now. My grandmother used to make the best spaghetti and meatballs that anyone ever made. And I still remember making some of my own food, and actually when I was a kid I used to dabble in some cooking myself. I did make up one great recipe for a milkshake. I call it the ultimate malted milkshake. And it's probably the best milkshake you'll ever have. And it was something I discovered quite by accident because of something my mother did and something that I did, and kind of I can't tell you more without giving away the secret of my milkshake. So this to say it was a happy accident in days when I was experimenting with stuff. So you know, I guess when it comes right down to it, when it comes to food, I guess you could say my favorite foods are pizza, pasta, and liver and onions. And that's where I'm probably the luckiest man on earth, having the person who makes the planet's best liver and onions as my girlfriend. So once again, thank you, Marie, for that, and well, just for helping keep me well fed. And I'd like to thank you all for watching this special on food on the Peddling Princess Podium. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all again here next week. Bye for now.